Greetings. Okay, let's just work through the setup of this problem. So just so that I can sketch what's going on, I'm going to solve this for y. So I get plus or minus the square root of x plus 6 is equal to y. So that's converting the shape that we have given to us in terms of y. And the reason I'm doing that is only because then I have a better sense of what it looks like on the graph with respect to y. So this is y equals root x plus 6. And then this would be y equals minus root x plus 6. Then we're also told that it's bounded here by x equals 1. So this is x equals 1. And these points of intersection here is going to be 0, 0. That's easy. And then this point is when x is equal to 1. For the top part, y would be equal to 7. So 1, 7 is my point. And on the bottom, when x is equal to 1, then y would be equal to 5. So my point is 1, 5. Okay. So then I'm thinking that I want to use shell. And I want to do that with the direction of y. So as functions of y. So then I'm going to set up an integral from a to b. And that integral from a to b is going to be 2 pi times the circumference times the height, delta theta, delta change in d, if we write it that way. But specifically for the way we're going to set it up, it's going to be with respect to y, right? So we're going to have integral from a to b times 2 pi. The 2 pi gives us the spin, I guess you could say, and the circumference times the height. And we're going to do with respect to y. Okay, so the circumference, the way I like to set it up, is the circumference is the absolute value of whatever you're with respect of, in this case it's y, minus a, where a is the axis of rotation, right? So where are you actually spinning things around? So in our case, this is the absolute value of y minus 5, y minus 5. And so then y minus 5, take its absolute value, is a piecewise function. So y minus 5 if y is bigger than or equal to 5, and minus y minus 5 if y is less than 5. And in our case, we are talking about things bigger than 5, right? With respect to y. So this is the things that we're talking about with y. It's definitely bigger than 5. So we want to use this top part of the piecewise function. We're going to use this for our circumference. So I'm going to make my circumference then equal to y minus 5, that positive case. And that's a little bit different than the way our book usually handles it, or most tutors that you talk to handle it. But this is sort of a more advanced way. So if I always remember that, if I have to do the other direction, when should I use the negative case? Well, if we were talking less than 5, I would use the negative case, and then I would have 5 minus y, right? And so many tutors will talk about it differently, and they'll sort of draw a picture and reason it out. I like using this way better, which would simplify to 5 minus y. But in this case, it's y minus 5, so that's my circumference. And then my height is going to be, the outer part minus the innermost part, right? So in this case, the outest part is x equals 1, and my innermost part is this curve of x, right? So this will be 1, that's my outer part, and my innermost part will be the x. but we're not writing things in terms of x, we're writing things in terms of y. So that's y minus 6 squared. That's equal to x, right? Remember that that's equal to x. So I did the outer part to the innermost part, and that's x, so 1 to x, and x is equal to this thing when I write it in terms of y. So that is all I need to set up my integral. So then I'm going to integrate from a to b. Well, what's my a and my b? Well, I'm going to go from 5 to 7 if I'm going in the direction of y. So I'm going from 5 to 7 when it comes to y. So from 5 to 7. And then my circumference was y minus 5. And my height is 1 minus y minus 6 quantity squared. That's my height. And that's all in terms of y. Then finally, we just need to multiply this integral by 2 pi. And we will evaluate our answer. All right, let me know if you have any more questions. I'll be happy to help.